Azertexnolayn LLC is one of the companies which contributed a lot in main industrial developments of the country. Azertexnolayn LLC persisting on being the leader in manufacturing of qualitative pipes, which doing the transportation of national resources possible. The company, established in 2013, shows its professional efforts in the development of the country's industrial infrastructure and its promotion and modernizing. Today, Azertexnolayn LLC is of a great importance for the country manufacturing steel and corrugated pipes, fittings, different steel fabrications, and metal fencing panel, and all of them with the potentiality to export. The main production area of Azertexnolayn LLC is the steel pipes plant, where the spiral welding steel pipes of high quality are manufacturing that meets the international standards. The plant has 3 production lines of steel pipes, and the annual manufacturing capacity is 200,000 tons. The diameter of produced pipes altering between 400 to 2,400 millimeters, with wall thickness of about 6 through 25 millimeters and 6 through 16 meter length. As for design of the pipes, they are used for transportation of raw oil, natural gas, water, and also in the oil refinery plants, steel constructions, industrial pipelines, and for piling. The production of steel pipes has a few stages. However, it is easy to spell than to produce a pipe for different purposes. That is a very complicated manufacturing process. This complicated process has been realizing with the modern equipment and chiefly by skilled professionals. So let's have a look on the stages of complicated production process from the beginning to the end to be assured of quality of the product. In the first stage, the rolls are uncoiling in uncoiling machine and handed over to spiral pipe machine. The coil firstly is flattering, shearing in edges, and getting into suitable position for the milling machine for inside and outside welding. The coil preparing in milling machine for the next stage, folding at an angle, defined due to the pipe diameter, and then inside and outside submerged arc welding made. At first glance, the form of pipe obtained, but the principal stage only begins. The body of pipe is controlling against lamination and the welding sections for mistakes by ultrasound machine. Checked by ultrasound machine, pipes are being cut due to the ordered length and sending to the facility of eye control. The pipes that visually controlled by skilled professionals are sending to beveling machine. The pipes that did not pass through controls are sent to the welding repair facility. After the edge milling, the pipes are being sent to the hydrostatic test machine, where they are tested for pressure and leakage by pushing up to 250 bar water inside a pipe. It should be noted that this stage is ensuring the safety of pipes as it is. The next stage is called X-ray control. At this stage, the errors in welding places of pipes are controlling. The stage of controlling of pipes with equipment is over here. However, the company, always giving importance to the group of professionals, sends the pipes for final eye control stage. Here, the pipes are controlling by inspectors visually. If any errors found, the pipes are sending to the repair department or moved out of production. When the test stages are over, there is beginning the stages of aesthetic view of product. These stages play guard roles at the same time. In outer shot blasting, the filth and rust on the surface of pipe is cleaned and then sent to outer painting stage. The outer side of pipe is coated with powder paint and then covered with polyethylene material for longer service life. Afterwards, the outer coating. The pipes are sent to inside blasting and inside coating. At the final stage, the high-quality ready pipes are stamped and loaded on trucks for sending to customer. Within the steel pipe plant is available the laboratory equipment with modern and responding to definite quality standard testers and devices. These devices are periodically calibrated by accredited organizations. In the laboratory, the materials are tested to their chemical analysis, held pulling test, bending test, punch test, etc. by skilled specialists according to API, ASTM, ISO, and GOST standards. The next plant of Azertexnolayn LLC is the plant of polyethylene products. To meet the demands of the country, the plant steps forward with its multifaceted production activity. Corrugated pipe and plastic injection products are the main activity field of the polyethylene pipe plant.
High-pressure polyethylene pipes are used for transportation of drinking and industrial water and combustible gases. The raw material for the production of these pipes is high-density polyethylene PE100. The pipes are produced with a normal diameter from 16 to 630 millimeters. At the first stage of the manufacturing process, the raw material is tested for the following parameters: density, flow melt index, elongation at gate, yield stress, modus of elasticity. Raw materials passing the above test are fed to the production site, after which the equipment is started and heated to the required temperature. Before starting the manufacturing process, the parameters of the equipment are adjusted and set ready. The operator adjusts the hopper for drying the raw material, and the raw material is dried to the required degree of dryness. The pipe manufacturing process starts in the next phase. After feeding the granules from the storage hopper to the extruder, they are melted, and with the aid of the extruder screw, the viscous mass is sent to the extruder head. There, under high pressure, this mass is given a round shape, after which it begins to leave the extruder die in the form of a pipe. The end of the pipe leaving the extruder head is altered to the technical pipe. After that, the pipe is drawn by the puller and passes through the vacuum tank, in which the calibrator is placed to give it the required dimensions. At the next stage of the cooling phase, cooling by water and air, the pipe temperature gradually normalizes and the pipe solidifies. The pipes are marked with identification marks in the form of strips, the color of which is determined in accordance with the field of application: blue color, water pipe, yellow or orange, gas pipe, and pipe data label, diameter, wall thickness, raw material type. The extruded line of pipe is passed through the cutting device for cutting the pipes. The operator controls the cutting pipes with a measuring instrument and makes relevant marks on the finished products. The specialist of the quality control department takes samples of the finish in accordance with the established procedure and tests them for compliance with applicable standards. The quality controlled finished pipes is transferred to the finished products warehouse.
In producing a polyethylene corrugated pipes, there is selected a raw material of high quality. The pipe consists of 3 layers. The first, inside layer of which is produced of 100% HDPE. the second, middle layer, of steel and adhesive polyethylene, and the third, 100% of HDPE for smooth outside view. The porous surface of high-quality corrugated pipes are sturdy to heavy tonnage trucks, tension, and distortion. Because of inside and outside polyethylene isolation, these pipes are also steady to corrosion and chemical impacts. The other priority of polyethylene corrugated pipes is their ease welding to each other. There is the latest injection equipment of German origin in the injection facility. These machines produce different types of moldings of plastic according to stencil. There is manufacturing fittings for PE pipes and boxes for water meters made of ABS plastic in the facility. Moreover, it has a capacity to produce different types of plastic moldings according to order. The industry of Azerbaijan built up the economy of the country. Newly founded technical equipment plant is one of the steps in expanding the economy. The plant is one of the projects of Azertexnolayn LLC, which made a considerable contribution in industrial sphere of the country. It demonstrates professionally in its manufacturing sphere. Main principle of the technical equipment plant is the manufacturing of products which meet contemporary standards and innovative methods of production process. The principle of the operation of the plant consists of several main stages. The main peculiarity is that all products are designed by local engineers, designers, keeping in touch with customers, design requested product in an appropriate form and parameters meeting the international standards. Designing any object, special attention is paid to operating mechanism and its functionality. On ready virtual objects, we are testing our products for the resistance to pressure in the computer environment. Manufacturing drafts of the designed object passing to mold making shop. Model workpiece is the first step of manufacturing. Models are generally made of bronze or aluminum if there is the ordered model in stock. The stage of preparing of wooden or metal pattern starts. However, if the order is new, then preparing of appropriate patterns starts according to technical details given by the technological department. There are more than 30 ready-made patterns in the pattern workshop on the plant. Owing to these patterns, make possible the manufacturing of requested product in a big quantity. The patterns are made by means of different instruments as bandsaws and CNC machines or different sizes. The potentiality of Megatron CNC machine available at plant is finishing the patterns of 2,000 millimeter wide, 4,000 millimeter length, and 1,200 millimeter height. Here on the facilities for preparing of molding sand, casting forms are being made. The machine for preparing of molding sand, which is Turkish origin, has a capacity of molding preparation about 750 kilograms per minute. This equipment allows preparing molding sand in appropriate chemical composition. Moreover, mini laboratory embedded in the system make it possible to assume analysis of sand at any time. At the next stage, the mold mixture goes via the conveyor belts to molding system of German origin. As the machine for making a molding sand and the equipment of sand molding are integrated system, they interoperate. The system works fully in automated mode. It means any accident prevention during manufacturing process. The dimensions of the system are 800 millimeter of width, 1,000 millimeter of length, and 500 millimeter height. This mechanism has potentiality of preparation of 50 casting forms per hour. Moreover, here is an equipment for preparation of molding sand of English origin with a capacity of 318 kilograms per minute. Next stage in preparing of molding forms, depending on order, placing of valve rods inside the pattern. The equipment of Turkish origin for making the valve rods can produce with 1,150 millimeters length, 750 millimeters width, and 900 millimeters height.
It produces 40 rods per hour with case. After the patterns with the rods are ready, the process of casting starts. Ready for casting molten metal waits in the casting workshop. The second most important facility of the plant. At the technical equipment plant, according to chemical composition of manufacturing product, we use different kinds of pin iron as a raw material. According to the quality certificates provided from the supplier, the Quality Control Department carry out an initial investigation. Therefore, raw materials feed into the furnace. Kind and quality of raw material fed into the furnace is selected according to the customer's order. For to be assured of compliance of chemical compound of smelting, we take a sample from the furnace and send it to the laboratory for chemical analysis. Concerning test results, chemical calculations made and for to gain requested composition, some additional raw materials are added to furnace. The temperature of molten metal, its chemical compound, and other chemical indices are checked thoroughly. After hot liquid metal brought to appropriate composition and temperature, it is casting in molds. Smelting process carrying out in the 2 induction furnaces. These furnaces operate simultaneously. Total capacity of 2 furnaces is about 13 tons per hour. Fused metal is cast into the molding boxes, which await in mold conveyor and therefore automatically forward to the belt of cooling and then systematically to vibrating sieve. At this stage, fine from sand product is being sent to shot blast unit where abrasive cleaning of surface starting. Shot blaster speed is 60 pieces per hour. The equipment's capacity is up to 1,000 kilograms and 1,200 millimeters of length, width, and height. After quality control specialists examine and approve the quality of trimmed off from unnecessary flanges, ready manufactured products, they hand over to the next stage. In the third main facility of plant, the workshop of metal cutting, cast steel according to their sizes, forward to cutting machine. Here are 2 vertical CNC lathe machines of Japanese origin, one of which has a capacity of processing of objects with 900 millimeters length up to 800 millimeters of width, and the other one with capacity of processing 1700 millimeters length up to 850 millimeters of width and 1,000 millimeters of height. There are also 5 horizontal CNC lathe machines and 2 horizontal machining centers in the facility. The next stage is radical drilling of the surface of product. 2 radical drilling machines in the workshop has a power of drilling materials of any diameters. General lathe works are held on universal lathe machine. The universal milling machine is used for cutting objects up to 1,000 millimeters length, 460 millimeters width, and 360 millimeters height. Cutting of stainless round bars carrying out on band saw. After metal cutting process, the ready product goes into plant facility. The painting system encloses 4 stages: phosphating, heating, painting, and drying. Phosphating stage is held for to clean the surface of product from any dust and tiny fragments. Conveyor length of system is 117 meters and its step aggregates 1 meter per hour. It means 60 pieces of painted objects per hour. If exposed to phosphate product paint with powder paint, its surface heating and spraying by powder. Melted powder adhere on the surface and travels on conveyor into the aperture of drying. All products applicative with potable water are of WRAS certified painting. Every painted part and other components considered to be final product are gathered in fitting department of plant. Next stage concerning function of product is carrying out some tests. For example, manhole covers regularly are tested for resistance to 40 tons of load. Values and other products used for potable water are hydrostatically tested according to pressure rate given in technical specifications. Maximal pressure rate of hydrostatical test is 320 bars. Ready product is also tested for surface tolerance, mechanical stability, paint thickness, etc. The output of manufacturer to the customer is possible only after previously mentioned tests. Technical equipment plan. Keeping quality level always protects the interests of customer. The motto of the plant is high-level professionality and high-level quality.
There are metal fencing panels with 2.5 meter width and 2.5 meter height are produced at the facility of production of metal fencing panels of Azertexnolayn. As in manufacturing of fencing panels, there are used galvanized wires. They become sturdier to corrosion. Firstly, the rolled wires are being brought to upright state and cut. Afterwards, they are being welded. The fence panels are being curved at special places according to order. Finally, the ready product painting in a definite color and sending to drying line. Painting stage made by the method of baking of previous coated electrostat powder paint. There is also produced bollards and supports for these panels in the facility. Fence panels fastened to each other with bollards and clips. All mounting parts of produced panels provided by the plant. It may be bending the top side of panels or adding some barbed wires on fences according to order.